Yes, students, all of you are able to hear me? Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, yes. Okay, fine. Okay, now today we are going to see the commodity market. Okay. Sorry. Yeah. Just 1 minute. I'm sharing my screen. Okay. All of you are able to view my screen, students? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
This commodity market we have to see today. Like again, here this market is old, and we have to see that, like how the commodity market works. Okay, and what are the players are there, how it functions. That all we are going to see today. Okay, yeah. Let's we start with the commodity market in India. The evolution of organized futures market in India, that is futures market India, means that is commodity market in India. Futures market in India commenced in 1875 with the setting up of Bombay Cotton Trade Association Limited. Okay, it is the Bombay Cotton Trade Association. They have said to be, they have come together in a Bombay, and leading cotton mill owners and merchants over the functioning of Bombay Cotton Trade Association. A separate association of Bombay Cotton Exchange Limited was constituted in 1983, but previously it is known as Bombay Cotton Trade Association, where the leading cotton mill owners and the merchants were come together and they were doing a trading of the commodities. Okay, but later on in 1983, the Bombay Cotton Exchange Limited came into existence. Okay, this is near about the history of a commodity market. Commodity market was there in the India in the 18th century, 1875. Then it is known as the Bombay Trade Association, Cotton Trade Association Limited. But the exchange limited which started, Bombay Cotton Exchange Limited, was constituted in 1983. All of you are able to view my screen, students? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Futures trading in oil seeds originated with the setting up the Gujarat Vyapari Mandali in 1900 years, which carries out futures trading in the groundnuts, custard seeds, and cotton. Okay, this commodity trading was there in the India in 18th century, 1875. I have already told you, but the future trading as was started in the year 1990s by Gujarati Vyapari Mandali. Okay, the Calcutta Hussain Exchange Limited and the East India Jute Association Limited were set up in the 1919 and in 1927 respectively for future trade in raw jute. Okay, again I have told you commodities means any types of product, these all are, you can consider the agriculture products also, oil, seeds, and also any product, but we are not going to consider the shares of the company, but the product of agriculture product you can consider, the oil seeds you can consider, the oils you can consider, gold is also a commodity. Okay, groundnuts, custard seeds, okay, cotton, they were, these all are commodities. Okay, the Calcutta Hussain Exchange Limited and East India Jute Association Limited were set up in 1919 and 1927 respectively for future trade of raw jute. Okay, we have to do a jute trading. That is the reason this East India Jute Association and Calcutta Hussain Exchange Limited, they were set up respectively for the future jute trade, raw jute trade. Okay. Future markets in bullion began in Mumbai 1920, and later similar markets were established in Rajkot, Jaipur, Jamnagar, Kanpur, Delhi, Calcutta. In due course, several other exchanges were established in the country, facilitating trade in diverse commodities such as paper, paper, turmeric, potato, sugar, jaggery. Okay, there are, like I will tell you the future markets like in Mumbai billion began, like it is began in 1920, and later on the similar types of markets were established in many cities, you can say. Okay, Rajkot, Jaipur, Jamnagar, Kanpur, Delhi, Calcutta. It is like commodity market, what it is, how it has come into existence, that we are going to see, and the major players in the commodity market, that also we are going to see. Like again in Pune Stock Exchange, Pune Commodity Market is also there. Like there are many exchanges, many commodity markets were there in the India. Okay, they have seen there is a growth for the this particular exchange, then they have started. Okay, like such as diverse commodities like paper, turmeric, potato, sugar, jaggery. These types of commodities also will be traded in the commodity market. The future trade in spices was first organized by the India Paper and Spices Trade Association in Kochi in 1957. However, in order to monitor the price movement of several agriculture and essential commodities, future trade was completely banned by the government in 1966. Okay, like first future trade of spices was organized by the Indian Paper and Spices Trade Association in Cochin 1957. Okay, and the government has banned on the future trade completely of essential commodities in 1967. Okay, like how the spices, Indian spices were also being traded. in a few, like in future trade, like again we are going to see the future market, how it will function, the forward and future. Always tell you to have the knowledge about the derivatives. This is the types of derivative like forward and future. Always you have, like in future trading was completely stopped by the government in the commodity market in 1966, relating to spices, essential commodities. Okay, agriculture and essential commodities, that's only they have stopped. Subsequent to the ban of future trade, many traders resorted to unofficial and informal trade in futures. However, India's liberalization epoch as per the June, like Indian liberalization has, however, it is epoch, we can say. This is unofficially many where traders were doing this trading, future trading of commodities. Okay, this is a regulation body for the commodity futures. The commodity futures traded in commodity exchange are regulated by the government under the Forward Contract Regulation Act 1952 and the rules framed under thereunder. The regulator for the commodities trading is the Forward Market Commission situated at Mumbai, which comes under the Ministry of Commerce, Consumer Affairs, Food and Public Distribution. Okay, nowadays the commodity market is governed by the Forward Market Commission. Okay, the regulator for the commodity trading is the Forward Market Commission. Okay, now how the regulator for the capital market is SEBI. Likewise, for the commodity market, the regulator is Forward Market Commission, and which is situated in Mumbai, which comes under Ministry of Consumer Affairs, Food and Public Distribution. This is like the Forward Market Commission will going to regulate. They have some rules and regulation for the functioning of the market. Students, all of you are able to hear me?
Yes,
Hello?
sir.
Yes?
Yes, sir.
Okay, all of you are able to hear me. Commodity market, it is not new for India. We have in 18th century we have started the commodity trading, but officially we will say it has came in the year, in the year previous slides I will take. Like this jute corporate, like in 1920 actually forward market came into India, means came into existence officially, you can say. Okay, but previously we have the different types of exchanges, we can say. Okay, but the future market in billion began in 1920. Okay, like future trading of spices or paper, we are doing that. Okay, the Forward Market Commission is a regulating body for the commodity market. Okay, this the government will be going to regulate this commodity future trading. Okay, the commodity exchange government will going to regulate it under the particular acts like Forward Contract Regulation Act 1952 and rules framed under their agreement under this particular act, you can say. The Forward Market Commission is a regulator for that. Okay, which is situated in Mumbai. Okay. Now next point we are going to see Forward Market Commission. It is a statutory institution set up in 1953 under the Forward Contracts Act 1952. Commission consists of minimum 2 and maximum 4 members appointed by central government. Out of these members, where is one nominated chairman, and all the exchanges have been set up under overall control of Forward Market Commission of Government of India. Okay, see here, the one member will be appointed as a chairman. Then maybe a minimum 2 or maximum 4 members will be appointed by the central government, and this is set up. Okay, the all exchanges have been set up under overall control of forward market exchange. Like you can see, there are many forward market, like commodity markets are there for the particular city you can say, like we have seen the Rajkot, Calcutta, Delhi, Mumbai, Cochin. Okay, there are different types of forward markets, sorry, future commodity market. Like how we have the stock markets for various cities. Like again, I will tell you, Kolkata stock market is also there. Okay, like Pune stock exchange is also there, but it's not functioning very well. But it's close, but it was there. Okay, like also the now we will see that there are two stock exchanges which we have, which going to fluctuate. Why this? I will tell you. There are different in each city we have stock exchanges for the particular, say, equity shares for the particular city you can say. But unfortunately, when the stock exchanges, the NSE and BSE, big stock exchanges uh, gone with the dematerialization or upgradation of the technology, there are many stock exchanges not able to cope up with the upgrading the technology. Okay, that's the reason these stock exchanges are more popular, like that we have dematerialized form of shares like that in NSE and BSE. That's the reason many stock exchanges not able to cope up with this upgradation. Like in commodity stock exchange also, the there are one stock exchange I will tell. Okay, these two stock exchanges are there which are popular: multi commodity exchange and national commodity and derivative exchange. Okay, these stock exchanges are popular and which will cope up, which have the automation, and which nowadays also there is a dematerialized form of security commodities you are going to trade. Okay, they have come up with the upgradation in their technologies. They have upgraded their uh, trading platforms. They have come with the different type of platforms for trading. Okay, this will happen in the commodity market you can say, because of the upgradation and need of the citizens you can say. We have to upgrade our technology, we have need, then we will cope up with the particular technology. Okay, students, all of you are able to view my screen?
Yes,
Hello?
sir.
Yes. Okay. The commodity futures traded in the commodity exchange under the regulation of Government of India. I already told you, under the government this will be traded, and there is a contract act, like Power Contract Regulation Act 1952. Okay, and the rules are framed, and this comes under a public distribution system you can say. Okay, the the Forward Contract Commission was set up in 1953 under the Forward Contract Act Regulation 1952. The commission, I have already told, the commission consists of two minimum members and maximum four members were appointed by the central government. Out of these members, where one member will be nominated as chairman, and they are going to regulate the forward market commission. Okay. Then there are two major commodity exchanges in India: the multi commodity exchange and national commodities and derivatives exchange. Okay, these two exchanges were there which are popular in India. Okay, multi commodity exchange and national commodities and derivatives exchange. Okay, in the capital market also we have two exchanges, like main exchanges BSE and Nifty. Okay, Bombay Stock Exchange and Nifty. Likewise here they have two exchanges in for commodities: multi commodity exchange and national commodities and derivative exchange. Okay, now we will see one by one what do you mean by multi commodity exchange. Okay, multi commodity exchange of India Limited is a state of the art electronic commodity future exchange. The demutualized exchange was has permanent recognition from the government of India to facilitate online trading and a clearing and settlement operation for commodity futures across the country. See here, this commodity market have the demutualized exchange. Demutualized exchange means I already told you, the demutualized exchange. You can have, you, if you want to do a trading, you always have demat account. You require demat account to open or do a trading in the commodity exchange. uh, Students, I will ask you one question. Just 1 minute. Just 1 minute. Okay, how many of you are aware about that? Hello,
Yes,
hello,
sir.
students. Singapore Nifty. How many of you are aware about that?
No, sir.
Okay, students, please read the news. Like Singapore Nifty is also there. Okay, on see here what happens. It will gives you the Singapore Nifty will works. It will gives you when you will see it will works 9 to 9. It will gives you the idea about how the market going to move. Our our stocks will going to move. You can go through and you can read that. Okay, Singapore Nifty. What is there?
Yes.
Yeah, please go through that. And why I'm telling you, because we have to know that what is going on in the market, how market functions, and all we have to know that. Okay. Yeah, this commodity exchange we are seeing the forward commission act. Forward commission will going to regulate that. Okay, and there are two major exchanges here. You can say the multi commodity exchange and national commodities and derivative exchange. Okay, this multi-commodity exchange of India Limited is a state-of-art electronic commodity future exchange. Like I already told you, it is a electronic commodity future exchange. Means it is a dematerialized form of commodities they are going to give you. Okay, it is a permanent recognition from Government of India to facilitate online trading. To facilitate online trading, they have okay to do online trading. Okay, to do online trading, they can means this multi commodity exchange will going to do online trading, and it will like clearing and settlement operations for commodity future across the country they are going to do. Okay, anyone can tell me what is the settlement period? Students, anyone?
Sir, T
Hello,
plus 2.
T+2. Please check it out. Okay, please check it out. Okay, students,
Yes, sir.
settlement settlement period. Okay, settlement, how much? Hmm. Multi commodity exchange, MCX. Hmm. Anyone? How much is the settlement cycle, settlement period? Commodities. Hello, anyone knows?
No, sir.
Hello, it's T+1, trading day plus 1, but in
Yes, sir.
the capital market it is 2. Okay,
Yes.
MCX offers more than 40 commodities across various segments such as bullion, ferror and non-ferror metals, energy, okay, and a number of agri commodities on its platform. Okay, there are number of all of you are able to view my screen, students. Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's visible, sir.
Yeah, why I'm asking you again and again, I want to know that how many are attentive, how many are able to hear me or listen me. Okay, and in between I will ask some questions which are not which are relating to our topic. You can see this multi-commodity exchange offers more than 40 commodities across various segments. Okay, like I told you, bullion, ferror, non-ferror, metal, like metals, you can say. Okay, energy, number of agri commodities. Okay, on this their platform, the exchange introduced standardized commodity futures contracts on its platform. Their contracts are standardized. Okay, on multi-commodity exchange (MCX). Okay, multi-commodity exchange, here we are going to do a trading of commodities. Commodities means the metal, or you can consider, okay, metal trading, gold, agri commodities, peanuts. Likewise, jaggery. There are different types of commodities. They were going to trade. We are going to trade the commodities. Commodities means the product. Okay. MCX has been certified to 3 ISO standards, including ISO 9001 2008 quality management system standard, ISO ISO 14001 2004 environmental management. Okay, these are the some of the, first is ISO 2001 2008. This is one standard, and quality management system standard, and ISO 14001 and 2004 environmental management. These are the some of the ISO certified ISO certification which is done by the Multi Commodity Exchange MCX. These are certified. Next, hello, anyone?
सर ये एमसीक्यू में भी आ सकता है क्या सर?
Yes, yes,
आईएसओ का
definitely.
ये नंबर.
Yeah, yeah, definitely they are going to ask you MCQs. Okay, MCQs में आ सकता है आपको सिंपली फॉरवर्ड कमीशन के बारे में पूछ सकते हैं. MCQs means in the MCQs what they are going to ask you in MCQs. Just 1 minute, I will tell you. Just okay, MCQs में क्या हो सकता है, ये देखो, ईयर्स ध्यान में रखो. When was the forward market commission came into existence? In 1953. Okay, it is statutory institution set up in 1953. Okay, 1953.
Yes,
okay, ऐसे simple questions वो आपको पूछेंगे in MCQs में.
yes, sir.
Okay,
सर ये
MCQs.
पिछले साल का पेपर भी सर इसका एमसीक्यू ही था ना सर, ये सब्जेक्ट का?
नहीं बेटा, इस पिछले साल का पेपर इसका MCQ का नहीं था.
ओके.
पिछले साल का पेपर नहीं था MCQ का. वो पिछले पैंडेमिक में, इन लास्ट ईयर्स पैंडेमिक, इट हैज बीन allowed to
ओके.
don't have examination, means they have given marks on the basis of first semester marks for the subject.
ओके सर, मतलब सर फर्स्ट टाइम हो रहा है अभी ये?
This is the first time for all of you. This is subject financial markets and banking operations that we are going to see, that we are seeing. Okay, in commodity markets there are different types of they were going to ask you some questions which are relating to this, how many commodities were traded, what is the settlement period. These simple questions they were going to ask you in the MCQ. Okay, like how many multi commodity exchanges, the dematerialized format, dematerialized trading were going to happen or not. Simple questions they were going to ask you. Not like again they were going to give you example, the gold is traded on multi commodity exchange or not. You can give an answer yes or no. Basics questions they are going to ask you on this MCQ in a commodity market MCQ. Okay, we are in the chapter number 2. Again I will show you the syllabus. Just 1 minute. Okay, all of you are able to view my screen. Okay, chapter number 1. In chapter number 1 only, for 206 for personal planning, we are in chapter number 2. For this chapter, in chapter number 1, like commodity market, just they are going to ask you commodity market. You have seen this much. The money market again double they have written in syllabus, but we are going to see derivatives and future, this cryptocurrency market. Okay, these are the simple they are going to ask you the basic concepts of Indian financial system. Again I will ask you, all of you, to emphasize on Indian financial system. Indian financial system is important. If this system collapse, our country will going to collapse. Okay.
Yes, sir.
This Indian financial system is depend. There are 4 financial system. Again I will tell you, because this is important. 4 pillars. Which are the 4 pillars? Anyone can tell me? Hello. Indian financial system 4 pillars. Which are the 4 pillars? Anyone? Hello.
Financial institution, financial
Financial.
market, financial asset, and financial services.
Financial.
Services.
Okay, okay. Again, tell me, Padal, please. Financial.
Institution,
Financial
finance,
institutions. Yes, financial
financial
institutions.
market,
Financial market.
financial assets,
Financial assets or instruments. Okay. Then
and
final. Fourth
financial
one.
services.
Financial services.
Financial services.
Okay, financial services. These are the four pillars of our Indian financial system. See, students, any one of the financial institution or any one of the pillar is not performing very well, then what happens? Our whole system will going to collapse. Okay, like banking system is not operating, like RBI is not able to regulate the banking system properly. Then what happens? The what happens? The companies, those who are functioning, they were going to take a huge amount of loan. They were going to then they were going to become a bankrupt, and bank will going to face a losses. The NPAs of bank will going to increase. Ultimately, what happens? The other part, like again, the money, the investor will not going to invest in the companies which are listed and going means according again what happens, the financial market will going to affect because of the not proper working of the these banks, you can say. That's the reason these four, the four pillars have to work properly, or they have our strong pillars. On that pillar our financial system is depends. Like financial institution not performing very well, then what happens? It will affect the other three pillars. Okay, financial instruments, financial services, or the financial markets. For this they are going to affect if they were not performing very well. That's the reason these four pillars are important for us. We have to know that why why these are important and what includes in that. Like in financial institutions, like banking system, banking and non-banking institutions were there. Again in the banking, government, public sector, private sectors. Okay, private sector and government banks were there, public sector banks. Okay, there are many types of, like if anyone is not performing very well, anyone of the Indian financial system not performing, our economy will going to affect. Our financial system will going to affect. This is the basic reason behind, means why we have to learn the Indian financial system. See here, students, in our syllabus also we are going to see all the points of our Indian financial system. Okay, just I will share with you. Just 1 minute. Okay, this money markets we are going to see. NBFCs, the banks we are going to see, nationalized cooperative banks. Okay, and this we are going to see the first pillar, and second or third pillar we are going to see here. Okay, then we are going to the concept of clearing house, OMA, RTGS, that we are going to electronic transfers, RTGS, that we are going to see. The services also there in that. Just I will see services. Depositories are there. Okay, services, it comes in the first services. Which are the services are there? Indian financial functions and services that we are going to see. All will be there. The instruments like capital market and money market we are going to see, means instruments we are going to learn here. Okay, participants and money market instruments we are going to learn. Means in the syllabus, we in the subject we have to learn the whole Indian financial system. Indian financial system we have to learn. Okay, the next, just 1 minute, where we are studying about the commodity market and multi commodity exchange we have seen. Just okay, multi commodity exchange we have seen. Okay, just 1 minute, give me a second. Hello, students. Okay,
Yes, sir.
just one minute. Multi-commodity exchange. Here we are going to do a trading of 40 commodities. Okay, and the 40 commodities maybe metal, energy, agriculture. Okay, this there are many types of commodities we are going to do trading. And just one minute, it is ISO certified. Now last part of our session, like that is National Commodity Exchange and Derivatives Exchange. Okay, this we are going to see. Okay, it is also a commodity exchange that we are going to see. Okay, the National Commodity and Derivative Exchange Limited is professionally managed online multi-commodity exchange. The holders of a national commodity and derivative exchange comprises the large national level institution, large public sector banks and companies. Okay, these were going to be there in the commodity exchange, the large public sector banks. Okay, in national commodity exchange they were there. Okay, these are the okay, these all are there for doing the commodity exchange. Okay, and they were going to do the trading of the activities, we can say. Okay, they were going to do a trading. This national level large companies or large public sector banks or companies you can consider, these were all there in the national commodity and derivative exchange, you can say. Okay, these all were there for you, for there in the commodity market. Okay, and commodity national commodity and derivative exchange is a public limited company incorporated on April 23, 2003 under the Companies Act 1956. It obtained its certificate of commencement of business on May 9, 2003. It is commenced its operation on December 15, 2003. Okay, this is also one type of commodity exchange where, okay, commodity exchange, it is a one like same how the commodity market works, like same way the multi commodity exchange we have seen. This is also a national commodity exchange and national commodity and derivative exchange, which was established in 2003, incorporated. Okay, they're going to ask me in the MCQs what is a who are the traders or all national level institutes. Shareholders are of this commodity exchange, national level institutes and public sector banks. They come together and they have formed this national commodity and derivative exchange likewise. Okay, and this is also same like how the multi commodity exchange works, like same way this will also works for. Okay, students, anyone have any doubts in this? Hello.
No, sir.
Yes,
No, sir.
the commodity exchange where the commodities were traded. Okay, commodities were traded. Commodities means the product which are not listed on capital market, like agriculture commodities. You can take an example. There are different types of commodities which are traded. Okay, these metals. Okay, metals means includes metals, the gold, silver, all types of metals includes. Okay, that you can consider, or another part like agriculture commodities were going to be there in the commodities. Commodity market is one of the different types of market, like how we have seen the bond market, capital market, like there is a commodity market where the commodities were traded means the products or the agri commodities were traded in the commodity market. Okay, this is the last slide from my side.
Yes,
Just
sir.
we will recap what we have learned here in the capital market, then in the bond market, and in the commodity market. Okay, just we have a recap, then we will close our session. Okay,
सर ये
before
सारे मार्केट सेबी के अंडर ही आते हैं.
no beta. For again I have told you for this commodity market, just one minute. For this commodity market, there is a regulator that Financial Market Commission. Okay, it's a
Yes.
regulator. Just again, I will show you. It is the Forward Market Commission. See here, the commodity market futures traded in the commodity exchange and regulated by the government of India under the forward contract as regulations and frame. The regulator for the commodity trading is Forward Market Commission. Forward Market Commission
Yes, yes,
is
sir.
a regulator. The regulator for commodities trading. Okay, it's come under the Ministry of Consumer Affairs, Food and Distribution, Public Distribution.
Yes, sir.
Okay, just hello. This is again there are two types of commodities exchanges were there: the multi-commodity exchange and national commodities and derivatives exchange. Just 1 minute, I will firstly download your attendance. 205. Okay. Just 1 minute. Okay. These two are commodity exchanges we have in our India: the multi-commodity exchange and national commodities and derivatives exchange. Okay. Like here the commodities were traded, multi-commodity exchange, and it is a electronic form, you can say, and it is ISO certified. And this national commodity and derivative exchange is a professionally managed online multi-commodity exchange. The shareholders of national commodity and derivative exchange comprises of large national institutions. Shareholders means who are the have their stake in the commodity market, those who have constituted this commodity exchange. Okay, like how again I will tell you, the Nifty is also constituted by the large national institutes and large public sector bank. And BSE it is there, but NSE comes afterwards. After the establishment of BSE, NSE established afterwards, means they have all national entities come together and they have formed. Like same way, this national commodity exchange, commodity and derivative exchange is a another next institution of after multi-commodity exchange, and large public sector banks and the large national institution they have formed in 2003, incorporate this company under Companies Act. Okay, this is a these are the two apex, these are the two exchanges we have in our India. And the regulator for this, who is the regulator? Who is the regulator? Students?
So Forward Market Commission.
Forward Market Commission is a regulator. Forward Market Commission is a regulator for this commodity market. Okay. And now, anyone have any doubts in this? Immediately we have the next class, that is of next class. Which is the next class we have? Students? Hello?
Financial management.
Financial? Personal financial planning, beta. Personal financial planning. Okay, this
Yes.
next class we have, and there also we are going to see, again we are going to meet, we are going to see the investment planning. We have investment planning we are going to see there. Investment planning that we are going to see in the second update in personal financial planning. Okay, if you have any doubts, you can ask me. It's so simple we have learned today. Okay, just we have studied the commodity market, which are the two markets are there in the India that we have seen. Okay, anyone have any doubts in this? Students? Suji Jaimon?
No, sir.
Sagar?
No, sir.
Sadesh?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Omkar?
No, sir.
Omkar, 2 times you joined from 2 devices, I think so. Preeti, and all of you, I am again requesting or again appealing to all of you to register on Swayam portal. 2 courses, you can enroll as much as you want for the courses. Enrollment you can do any how many enrollment you want to do, you can do enrollment as much you want. but minimum 2 courses you have to complete. Completion means giving the examination and getting certificate. That is the completion. Just enrollment, you can do many enrollment, you can do a 10 enrollment, you can attend. Out of 10, suppose you have cleared all the assignments of the 2 courses I required, minimum 2 courses. You have to complete the assignments of 2 courses and you have to give the examination for the 2 courses at least. Okay? Akshay, Pranav, it is clear?
Yes sir.
इसका
सर
भी-
इसका एग्जाम किधर होगा?
इसका
स्वयं का?
एग्जाम, इसका
स्वयं।
एग्जाम स्वयं पोर्टल, स्वयं एग्जाम होगा जो आपने ऑनलाइन ही होगा। जैसे आपने सेंटर पे जाके दिए ना एग्जाम, सीईटी के
हाँ।
एग्जाम किसके सेंटर पे, वैसे ही सेंटर रहेगा टीसीएस का।
पर
आप
सर
पुणे
पुणे में आएगा का कहाँ पर आएगा?
पुणे में, आप पुणे में रहते हो तो पुणे का,
नहीं,
पुणे में 2 सेंटर है इधर, जो हडपसर में एक सेंटर है, हडपसर में एक,
आणि कोल्हापूर इकडं का तिकडं नाही कुठं काय
कोल्हापूरला पण असेल सेंटर, टीसीएस चं कोल्हापूरला पण आहे सेंटर,
आहे काय?
आहे सेंटर आहे कोल्हापूरला। एमआयडीसी जे आहे ना,
हा शे एमआयडीसी कशी असेल?
कुठले एमआयडीसी ते मला आता लक्षात नाही नाव, एमआयडीसी तिथे आहे।
आहे सर, आहे सर तिथं।
हा, मंदिराच्या इकडे पुढे जावं लागतं, कुठं तर आहे बघ इथे एमआयडीसी, मला एवढं माहिती आहे। एमआयडीसीच्या एमआयडीसी मध्ये आहे सेंटर तो, एमआयडीसी
बरोबर चालतंय सर.
तिकडे आहे। यू कॅन गिव्ह ॲटलीस्ट 2 certification you have to complete at least. Okay, 2 certification you have to complete at anyhow. To enroll for that you have amount of time. The certificate, any courses they have started their classes, attend whenever you have time that classes and complete that courses. Okay, it is clear? Anyone have any doubts in this? Anteshwar?
No sir, no doubt. सर हे 2 कोर्सेस रजिस्टर केले फायनान्सची, तर एकाची एक्झाम ऑक्टोबर मध्ये सर, तर मग ते सर्टिफिकेट उशिरा येईल ना सर?
नाही, तू एक्झाम तर देऊन दे ना बेटा, एक्झाम दे, मी सांगतो तुला. ओके,
ठीक आहे सर.
ओके. Now I am going to end the session. Thank you for attending. Have a good day. Hello.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Next class is the personal financial planning. Again, all of you to join.
Thank you sir.